For years, Caitlin Clark supporters have argued that something felt different about the way she was covered. Every hard foul became a debate. Every on-court reaction became a headline. Every mistake seemed to receive more attention than anyone else's. And whenever fans questioned the treatment Clark received, the response was usually the same: nobody hates Caitlin Clark. We're just being objective. But now, that narrative is facing new scrutiny after comments from former ESPN host Carrie Champion sparked a fresh wave of discussion across the basketball world. During a recent podcast appearance with Jemele Hill, Champion openly discussed her feelings about Clark and raised questions about what she views as special treatment surrounding the Indiana Fever superstar. The conversation centered around a recent situation involving Clark's late scratch from a game and the reaction that followed. Champion argued that the attention Clark receives can feel excessive and suggested that the league and portions of the fan base are particularly protective of the young star. But it was what she said next that immediately grabbed headlines. Champion acknowledged that the more she watches Clark, the less she likes her style and behavior on the court. According to Champion, she sees what she describes as confidence crossing into entitlement, particularly in Clark's interactions during games and emotional moments on the floor. Those comments instantly ignited debate online. Supporters of Clark argued that the criticism reflects a double standard. They point out that fiery competitiveness is often celebrated in professional athletes, yet Clark's emotional reactions frequently become major talking points. Others believe Champion is simply expressing an opinion that many analysts have been reluctant to voice publicly. Either way, the remarks have once again highlighted one of the biggest conversations in women's basketball: why does Caitlin Clark generate such strong reactions? Since entering the WNBA, Clark has become one of the most influential figures in the sport. Television ratings have surged, arenas have sold out, merchandise sales have exploded, and national attention on the league has reached new heights. At the same time, that unprecedented spotlight has also made her one of the most heavily scrutinized athletes in professional sports. Every interaction is analyzed. Every quote is dissected. Every game becomes part of a larger conversation. For some observers, that's simply the reality of being the face of a rapidly growing league. For others, it raises questions about whether Clark is judged differently from her peers. The debate isn't likely to disappear anytime soon. What is clear is that Caitlin Clark remains at the center of nearly every major WNBA discussion. Whether the conversation involves her performances, her influence on league growth, or the criticism directed her way, she continues to dominate headlines. And that's what makes this latest controversy so fascinating. The discussion is no longer just about basketball. It's about perception. It's about media narratives. And it's about how fans, analysts, and players interpret the impact of one of the biggest stars the sport has ever seen. Love her or criticize her, one thing is undeniable: Caitlin Clark continues to be the most talked about player in women's basketball. And every comment, whether supportive or critical, only proves how powerful her presence has become.